What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today I'm going to be bringing you guys a new series that you may have already heard me talk about, where I'm actually going to be going through some of my own kill streaks and pretty much just going through them from start to finish and breaking down what I was thinking at the time, as well as sort of highlighting any mistakes that I've made and explaining how to deal with those mistakes or how to completely avoid them altogether. So the point of this series is pretty much to help you guys, and myself for that matter, learn from these kinds of mistakes, and hopefully after I've made a whole bunch of these breakdown videos, we can all get a little better at going on some nice kill streaks. Now, I want to make a disclaimer that I am by no means the best player in the world. I do think I'm decent enough to come near the top of the lobby in most games, but by no means am I up there with the likes of those top tier kill streakers. Those guys are a whole level above me and everyone for that matter, but seeing that I am lesser skilled than those guys, I think that almost works in favour of these videos, as obviously I make a lot more mistakes than those guys. Therefore, there's more for myself and you guys to learn from when watching these videos. So anyway, this kill streak you're about to see is a 50 kill streak with Darth Maul on Killstreak, and for my skill level, a 50 kill streak is pretty decent. I'm usually pretty damn happy when I get a 50 kill streak, but despite the number, I actually made a hell of a lot of mistakes in this gameplay, and there were at least 3 or 4 times where I nearly died. So again, I'm going to make the most of that and try and show you guys where I went wrong and how to both fix those situations or how to avoid them altogether. These are going to be completely unedited in terms of cutting sections out and stuff like that. I will do some freeze frames and some fast forwarding and stuff like that, but you will get to see the entire thing from start to finish, as that is something you guys have been asking for on stream for a while now. Before we get started, I did also just want to give a quick shout out to my man, the Twisted Jedi. He has started his own series similar to this on his channel as well, so if you guys do enjoy this one, then make sure to go and check his videos out as well. So this is going to be quite a long video, guys. Make sure to sit back and relax, and we are going to get stuck right into it. So straight off the bat, Darth Maul on Killstreak is an absolute animal. He's so well suited, especially once you get past this sort of first phase, because this is a little bit more open. It's always going to be a little bit of a struggle, and as you can see, I'm kind of trying to move up sort of between this cover here, trying to get up there, and you can see that dude up there with the objective. So I'm trying to get to him, I'm trying to dodge and weave and stuff like that, and that should be your main goal in this first phase. It's pretty much just to take out anyone who does have those objectives. Now you can see this guy hiding behind here, and I take him out, but this move here where I choked that guy, that actually cost me a lot of health, as you can see, and straight off the bat I'm in a little bit of a pickle here. Somehow I managed to take this guy out, but you see explosives going off, there's a bit of stuff going on, so not the best start. But at this point, since it is still so early in the round, I am just going to try and get back some health here. You can see I'm trying to pick up some really quick kills, and once you do get back to full health, you can kind of reset, or it doesn't even have to be full health, just somewhere that you feel comfortable enough with that you're not going to be in a panic, because once you do get into that sort of panic mode, which you could see that a little bit back there I was sort of panicking a little bit, once you do get into that mode, it's sometimes pretty hard to get yourself out of that little rut. So you can see I've just survived that. I'm down at like 200 health, so I'm not doing too well as of right now, but I'm going to move over to this left side of the map because it was just too chaotic there. I thought maybe the enemies are going to keep coming back, so I've moved over to this left side. You can see the guy picked up the objective, so that was pretty bad timing for him, unfortunately. So easy kill there, nice way to get some health back, and you can see as I come outside, there is Obi-Wan, and at the time of this kill streak, it was actually bugged so that his mind trick would pretty much just render your block useless. So I was out of here straight away. There was no way I was going to bother, because if he hit me with the mind trick, I was absolutely done. So you can see I'm playing it pretty cautiously here, but I do notice on the minimap that he actually goes away, and so I want to head back up here because this area is really well suited for Maul. So as soon as he's gone, I'm back up here, and in a minute here you see there's actually perfect timing. A couple of, a whole squad I think actually of enemies come along. And this situation is where you actually want to get that health back. So I'm just trying to combine some abilities, use that spin attack because it is absolutely beastly. And you can see in a minute here, I kill this guy and instantly dodge away. And the reason for that is because I knew someone was already aiming at me. So if we go back to that, you can see that as soon as I take him out, I dodge. And like you can see, I was getting shot at from down on the hill. But because I dodged, it means they can't really damage you too much. Now after that, I'm just trying to make the most of that view that I've got. And you can see another 2 guys here. So I'll try and get these guys and try and get that health back up. And then once I've got them, you can see I'm at probably what, 500, maybe nearly 600 health there I think. So not too bad to get back to that stage, but now it's kind of time to reset and just sort of calm down a little bit because the start has been pretty chaotic. Now I come around the corner here and you can actually see Obi-Wan and Yoda, so I actually pick them both up and just throw them, and at this point I'm trying to get to the other side of the map. I don't really want to deal with those two at the moment, so push over to this right side, try and avoid those heroes while I can, try and actually get behind them, which is what I'm trying to do here. So now I'm on the other side of the map. Turns out Obi-Wan actually had the same idea as well, so we're kind of at a stalemate here. That's actually Antonio, one of my fellow Aussie subs, so shout out to you, Antonio. He's a very good player. Again, I didn't want anything to do with Obi-Wan here, but he actually hits me with the mind trick in a second here, and you'll see that bug that I was talking about. Now he's got me with the mind trick, and right now I'm holding block, but that bug pretty much prevented me from doing it. So you can see I'm in a bit of strife now, back down to 150 health, and that was more my fault than anything. I knew the bug was there, and I still kind of went after him. So that's the type of mistakes you need to avoid. I knew that was going to happen, and I still did it. So that's pretty much exactly why I chose this gameplay. There's a lot of stuff I did wrong here. Like I said, the kill streak, the actual number of the kill streak I was happy with, but there was a lot of things that went wrong. So that's kind of why I chose this, and hopefully you guys can learn some stuff, because I'm rewatching this right now. I'm learning a lot of stuff as well. So again, we did get pretty low on health there, so the goal again is just to try and get that health back up. This is the second time I've had to do this now, but again, this is exactly why I've chosen this gameplay, because I feel like this is kind of relatable. I feel like a lot of you guys, you know, most of the player base probably goes through this kind of thing. So now that little mistake there, I'm going to go back here. You can see here I got the assist when I should have actually hit this guy right there instead of dodging straight away. So I should have hit him and then dodged, and that's something with Maul that you really should make the most of, because I feel like that is a pretty common mistake, and you'll probably see it a couple more times throughout this gameplay. Instead of dashing and then hitting, you should always try and hit and then dash, because it's pretty much going to guarantee the kill. Whereas if you dash and then hit, there's always the chance that you'll sort of dash too far away to be able to hit them, or if they're quick enough, they might actually catch onto it and sort of roll under your hit. So it's always best to hit them once and then dash, and as you can see there, that guy was already low on health, so that situation, it's kind of the right thing to do. Now right here you notice Yoda's coming sort of close to me, and we're just trying to feel each other out. You can see he's kind of having a little dodge party here, trying to avoid each other. I secretly want to get this kill, but I'm just cautious. I don't know if this dude's a good player or not, so I'm just sort of chilling out, seeing how he's going. I'm keeping an eye on the minimap, which you should do at all times anyway. And then I see Grievous coming up here, and it's time for me to go. I'm going to try and steal this kill, and as you can see, I actually luckily get it. I thought I was going to get health back. I only actually got 20 health back for that, so I don't know if that's a bug or what, but at this point, I'm feeling pretty confident. Even though, like I said, I only got 20 health back, I kind of assumed right there that I had 100 health back. So I'm feeling confident with my health now. It's time to sort of step it up a little bit, even though, yeah, I didn't actually get the 100 health. But usually after you kill a hero and get that health back, you do usually feel a little bit more confident. So we're going to push over to this right side of the map here. Usually there's only troopers on this side. I rarely ever see heroes over this side. So, like I said, I'm not really bothered with going after those heroes at this point in the match. There's sort of no objective at this point. All I need to do is get kills. And so I'm not going to bother going for heroes. Once we move into that second phase, then you don't want to run from heroes. You want to chase them down, but at this point all I want to do is just rack up a nice little kill streak before we head into that second phase. So usually I don't want to you don't want to meddle in the hero battles too much at this point. Now I actually see Obi-Wan coming up in a minute. I noticed that this wasn't Antonio, so I realized Antonio had died, and I was kind of trying to feel this guy out, see what he's like. I didn't know if he was any good or not. And pretty much every time you come across a hero, that's what you should do. You should just try and feel them out, see what they're like. If they're a super aggressive player, then you kind of want to make the most of that. But this, again, I didn't know what this guy was like. But I noticed a teammate there, and I wanted to get this kill. So you can see in a minute, I dashed behind him, and it worked perfectly. I managed to get the kill and get that health back. I also got buffed. So we're at 670, but it does go back down to 570 once the buff goes away. So it's a little bit calmer now, and you can see we're kind of moving on towards the end of this phase. So I'm trying to, like I said, I want to try and calm down a bit. The first part of this kill streak has been pretty chaotic. My only goal at this point is just to try and pick off a few enemies, not sort of rush anything, not getting to the high traffic areas. So you can see I'm sort of moving around, just having a look, just seeing what's going on. I'm not going to rush anywhere. Like I said, the first part of this kill streak has just been fairly chaotic, so I want to slow it down. I know that I've got the whole game left, and I know I've made a lot of mistakes. Now we head over to the right side of the map, and everything that I just said goes straight out the window pretty much. This is the mistakes I'm talking about. I kind of get into those situations and you see a few enemies, your eyes light up a bit, and that is not the right thing to do. Now I see Yoda here again. I'm trying to kill him, and I know I shouldn't. I nearly get him here in a minute, you'll actually see that, but you can see I get that kill. We're at 600 health, so I am feeling confident, and that's probably a bad thing for me in this situation, because I do get that mentality where you're kind of locked into getting a hero. So you can see Yoda jumped over there, I'm going nuts at him, just pretty much swing spamming, which is never a good thing, and I got him down kind of low, and that even more so makes me want to get him, but I got hit with the stinger. Again, like I said, this is the mistake I'm talking about. You get locked into trying to take out a hero. Luckily that stinger didn't kill me. I'm down to 40 health now. So you see Yoda there, he's kind of blocking me off, and this, again, this isn't the right thing to do, but I'm chasing him down. I really want to get that kill to try and get my health back, and this is exactly why I'm trying to highlight this, because mistakes are made. So you can see here, just as I go out, I'm going to pause it right there. Yoda, Ray, and 2 clone troopers are standing there, and I should have known that there was going to be people here. You can see that objective box just over there on the right, and so I know that, I knew that was there, and I kind of, you know that there's going to be enemies here, but you get locked into that mentality. So I'm going to take it back here. This first part wasn't actually too bad. You can see I take his health down, but right here I should have actually just held the block right there instead of sort of going out there swinging. If I had held the block here and then walked out, it would have been a lot better, and even if I was getting shot at, I could have easily walked back into the reeds. So I did make that mistake, and I actually got mind tricked here as well. So you can see I'm in a fair bit of trouble. I stupidly went for this guy. I should have just got out of there, and you can see now I'm just like thinking, nah, I've got to get out of here. That's not on. Ray actually comes towards me here. You can see I really just want that hero kill, but I'm getting shot at, and it's time to just give up on that. So I've got to move over to this other side. I did get extremely lucky to sort of survive that whole thing. So at this point I'm kind of thinking, alright, count my lucky stars. I need to move over here. Maybe there's some enemies over this side that sort of don't know that I'm here. So that is the new goal now, to try and get that health back up again for probably, what, the 3rd or 4th time now. So, like I said, the phase is ending. I'm actually going to, here in a minute, push over to that right side again, because I know that heroes are going to be pushing back, which means there might be a couple of troopers over there. Turns out I think there's only one person over here, but that's actually a smart thing to do, is once they've been pushed back, if you actually head to where there was a lot of danger, maybe the heroes are going to push back, but there'll be a lot of troopers. So you can see there's only one guy here. I think this is actually Antonio again, so survived him, luckily. He's a very good player, like I said. I'm back at, I think, what is it? Let me see. I think it's like 410 health or something. So it could be a lot worse. I'm actually just going to fast forward this little bit here, and there's something I actually surprisingly did right for once, which is I tried to get that dude, and I could have easily just made the decision to go back up there, but if you saw the guy shooting at me, and I decided, nah, that's not the right thing. Now here I hear Obi-Wan as well, so playing it very cautiously. I see him up there. I wasn't actually sure if he knew that I was there, so I was going to try and get around him, but you can see he tried to force push me. He knew that I was there, and you can see him heading into the Juggernaut. There's no point me trying to go in there, so that is eventually the goal, to try and get into the Juggernauts. I'm a pretty sort of heavy objective player, but with the health I'm at now, there's no point going in there. I'm just going to die. So you can see I'm kind of looking around. I'm not too sure where to be at this point. The reason I'm hanging around sort of in this area, I'm trying to just pick off any troopers that are coming into the actual Juggernaut. There's no point, like I said, going in there, and you can see I even get like sort of shot at from inside. So I go, nah, I'm going to head over to this other side. Pretty sure both heroes were actually over on that side. So this one was already armed. I was going to defend it, but I realised there's no point defending it. It's already nearly done. So I'm going to head down here. I'm going to actually go to their spawn. Like I keep saying, I'm trying to just calm things down. So you can see here, I'm just taking a look. I'm not actually even moving at all. I'm just sort of looking around, seeing what's going on. I do want to get that health back so that I can head into the other Juggernaut, but I don't, you have to play it cautiously. So I see that guy over there. He's pushing to this side. And the goal here is just to try and get some easy kills. As you can see, that's as easy as they come. So that is the new goal for me, is just to sort of hang around this spawn point and actually cut off the enemies going to the Juggernaut, rather than sort of going in there trying to play the objective. Because that is another way that you can play the objective, is actually cutting off enemy spawns. Now, see, this is Antonio again. We both know that we're a danger to each other. I, at this point, was not interested in getting into a fight. You can see we're kind of emoting each other here, but I was pretty nervous. I thought Antonio was going to come after me. I actually turned around and I turned back and he was gone. So I was pretty happy with that. Like I said, I was not keen to get into a fight there. So like I said, heading over to this right side is actually a really good way to sort of help your teammates without actually technically playing the objective. So I just want to cut off this area here. You can see there's a couple enemies. Luckily that saber throw actually worked for once. And you can see there are still a couple more enemies, and the main reason I want to take these guys out is to get some health back so I can head into the Juggernaut. But like I said, it also is just a good idea to sort of cut your enemies off from heading in there. If your teammates inside the Juggernaut can kill a few enemies and then you're cutting them off from their spawn, there's pretty much no way for them to get back inside. Now I head back into the Juggernaut, and this really is where Maul does shine in this situation. You can see there's so many guys, and at this point I just want to get these guys out of here so my teammates can get in. So you see I get low on health, I'm kind of pushing out, but I see teammates pushing in, so I'm not going to give up. I'm going to get back in there, and I take this guy out, and then I think a couple of explosives kind of scare me off here. I'm trying to check what's going on outside. I end up actually heading back in. You can see Obi-Wan just there, and he kind of scared me off. I go in here. This was a pretty bad decision, but somehow I managed to kill all these guys, and this isn't really the smartest thing, but the way I see it, if I'm going to die, then I may as well die sort of helping the team get the objective. So Obi-Wan hits me with that mind trick. I need to get out of here. I've done sort of all I can for now. And you can see I jump off, and I'm trying to head back around to the other side. I don't want to give up. I want to keep trying to push in there. I'm pretty sure I potato off the edge of this thing in a minute. I'll try and jump in here, and slip right off the edge. Luckily I found a guy under here, and you can see actually that they have planted the objective. Now, instead of going back in, I'm trying to push up here and actually try and sort of cut off that spawn like I mentioned earlier. It seems like my team has sort of got that under control since they planted the objective. Now, this ARC Trooper gets in the way. I could have gone after him there, but you see, I try and play it a little bit safe. I'm trying to take my own advice and sort of calm down a little bit. Now, just as I jump up here, you can actually see that they've disarmed the objective. I didn't know that at this point, so I was still trying to cut off their spawn, and that was kind of a dumb decision on my part. I should have probably gone back into the Juggernaut back there, but you can see I took out those guys right here. I noticed it. I got distracted on the way. I was trying to actually head in, and I saw this ARC Trooper, and again, I just got into that sort of mentality where I want to take the guys out, and you can see here I've been hit with the stinger, and this actually spells the end for the kill streak, unfortunately. So I'm going to actually rewind and probably sort of go through what I should have done back there when we planted the objective. So if we go back to this spot here where you can see the objective has just been planted, and instead of turning right here, which I had the right intentions by going to cut off their spawn, but I should have actually gone back here, as you can see, and that staircase is there. I should have gone up there and gone into the objective very cautiously, obviously. And then I should have just checked out the objective first, see if they needed help in there, and then if they didn't, then I should have gone and checked out the spawn. Because if I had done that, I could have not only survived, but we could have kept that objective. And, you know, in that situation, I could have turned this 50 kill streak into maybe like a 60 or 70 kill streak. Plus, we could have moved on to that second or third phase, and we could have won the game too. So I did have the right intentions there. I was trying to cut off the spawn for the actual team, but I should have checked it out first. You can see these guys here, they were just doing absolutely nothing. I have no idea what they were doing there. So they were in no need of being taken out, and you can see it kind of spiraled from here. I got into that mentality again of a need to take out that ARC Trooper, and then yeah, once I got hit with the stinger, it was all over, unfortunately. So hopefully that explains where I went wrong, and hopefully not only you guys, but myself, hopefully we can all learn something from that. So that is going to do it for this first episode of the new Killstreak Breakdown series, guys. This was actually just one of the first streaks I had after I planned to start this series, so it wasn't really the best example. Hopefully I can get a few more failures over the next few weeks and bring out some more of these videos. For those of you who are still watching, I'd love it if you guys could leave any feedback down below, as this is a really new style of video for me, and it's hard to judge stuff like this on my own. So let me know down below what you thought, whether you enjoyed it or not, and especially whether you do want me to make more of these videos. Now, not only am I going to break down my own gameplay, I'm at some point actually going to break down gameplay from you guys. So down in the description and in the pinned comment, I'm going to try and leave a link where you guys can actually submit your own kill streaks or even just short gameplay clips, and I will eventually start doing these for not only myself but also for you guys as well. I think it'd be a lot of fun to watch some kill streaks from you guys and try and give you all a hand at improving your gameplay. And like I said, I'm going to learn a lot from this as well, because I'm far from a perfect player and I've still got a hell of a lot to learn as well. So like I said, if you do want me to break down your gameplay, feel free to submit your clips to that link in the description. But like I said, that is going to do it for this one, guys. If you did enjoy the video, make sure to smash that like button, and also make sure to leave a comment with any feedback, as like I said, this is a very new style of video that I haven't really ever done before. If you are new to the channel, then feel free to subscribe and turn on your notifications so you don't miss out on any more Battlefront 2 videos or live streams. Thank you all so much for watching. You guys have a great day, and I'll catch you all in the next one.